things got out of control last night.
And attack. Got a body.
Jokic said, enough with this jump hook layup.
We had two insane thriller games in Denver and New York.
Brunson to tie the game. And he does. Book it for Brunson. Ice cold.
While the Cavs kept their crew steady. But we gotta start in Denver, where the Nuggets did something we've never seen before.
Jokic sizing up Edwards. Over to Murray from deep. Hits! Jokic over to Murray. Had 30 in game one. Again! Just the second two-point field goal of the ball game for Minnesota. Hardaway fouled on a three. Yo, what's going on?
Are you kidding me? Jamal Murray and Tim Hardaway Jr. connected on 3 straight 4-point plays. That is ridiculous. And Anthony Edwards was in shock, speaking to the ref afterwards. This can be demoralizing for the opponents. Anyway, Denver used that to go up by 14 points when Hardaway made a spectacular play on the defensive end to send the crowd into a frenzy.
Highland the steal. 3 on 2. Highland. Offensive foul.
That's going to get challenged.
Hardaway with 2 outstanding plays for the Nuggets.
My goodness, I love Timmy's reaction after the amazing sequence he just pulled off. This is the playoffs, baby. Let's go. Hardaway and Murray continued doing damage in the second period as well, and the Nuggets' lead ballooned to 19 points.
Murray, nice hezzy. Murray the floater. He's so crafty, isn't he?
However, this is when Edwards finally woke up and got his team going.
Oh, nice snatchback. Edwards, bottoms. My goodness. Edwards trying to get rolling. Shadowed by Murray.
Look at all the eyes on Edwards.
Edwards the step through and got the lay with the left.
And got Hardaway on skates in the corner before swishing the 3. Then both Reid and Randle followed his lead to cut the deficit even more.
Swing it to Reid. Reid, the Euro. Count it. Edwards sees the double.
There you go.
Nice pass. Randle got 2.
Randle caps off an electric 11-0 run for Minnesota to get the game within single digits. And after Jamal was able to stop the bleeding for a while, the Wolves expanded their stretch to completely turn this game around.
All-star, one of the finalists for Clutch Player of the Year. Nice pocket pass, Randle.
And despite all the stuff earlier, we're back in this, guys. We are back in this.
Count it. Wolves haven't led since it was 11-9. Edwards hanging. Edwards for 2.
Another phenomenal finish by Ant to circle a huge 24-4 run and take over the lead in less than 6 minutes of action. He scored 20 of his 30 points in the first half to help Minnesota regain control of the game. But Murray on the other end was even hotter.
Murray the heave.
Jeez, I swear this guy turns into a magician come playoff time. Jamal racked up 23 of his 30 points before the break to tie the game for Denver. And coming out of it, I expected these two to continue going at each other, but it was Nikola's time to shine.
26. Murray over to Jokic. Takes the 3. Hits the 3. Hand off to Murray. Murray inside has the advantage over McDaniels. Jokic going to work. Jokic buckets and the foul. Timeout coming. Jokic matched up with Reid. Jokic spinning. Short hook is pure.
The Joker has all the moves inside the paint. He was schooling the Wolves defenders over and over again in the third for 16 of his 24 points. So, seeing that the smaller guys don't stand a chance against him, Coach Finch put Gobert on him, hoping for a different outcome in the fourth.
Jokic nearly stripped by DiVincenzo. Brown back to Jokic. Jokic couldn't put it in. 1-point game. Jokic for 3. Short air ball.
It's a 2-man game.
Jokic can't hit.
I can't say that these misses were all due to Rudy's defense, cause Nikola looked very tired out there. Meanwhile, the Wolves were feasting off of their empty possessions.
Jokic puts it up. Not enough on it. DiVincenzo off to the races. DiVincenzo for 2.
Dante took over the lead in the open lane while the Nuggets were still struggling to score. And it wasn't just Jokic. Murray couldn't buy a bucket in the final period as well.
Jokic, three-time MVP, battling the four-time Defensive Player of the Year. Jokic nearly lost it, got it back, couldn't score, rebound Randle.
Gobert stops Jokic for the fourth consecutive time, but on the other end, the big Serb uses his mind against him to force an offensive foul. Poor Rudy cannot believe what just happened. Hey, a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. Holding his knees, gasping for air, let's see if Nikola or Jamal can finally break the 7-minute drought without a bucket for the Nuggets. I cannot recall the last time when arguably the best offensive duo in the game looked this clueless in the clutch.
He's leveled up this second half defense on Jamal.
Jokic, shorts, long board to Murray. They get a fresh 14. Murray, hounded by DiVincenzo. Tough three. No. Wow.
Still scoreless, and things went from bad to worse for Denver when...
Stops. Tough fade. Won't go. Gobert over Jokic.
The Stifle Tower overpowers Jokic for the putback jam, shocking the entire arena. These were the only 2 points of the game for Rudy, but they couldn't come at a better time. And get this, Nikola and Jamal combined for only 4 points on 2 for 12 from the field. That's horrible. I don't believe this ever happened before. So, trailing by 4 with a minute and a half to play, Aaron Gordon says forget this.
Gordon!
What a three.
Finally, AG comes to the rescue, but only for a split second because...
DiVincenzo for three. Cash!
Dante says anything you can do, I can do better. And speaking of that, no one was ready for this.
They got it. And attack. Got a body.
Jokic said, enough with this jump hook layup. I'm going hard to the rim.
Oh my goodness, this gotta be the sickest dunk of Jokic's career. A facial payback for Rudy. Let's go. And maybe it was the atmosphere that made Ant forget he had to dribble the ball as he got called for a travel at the worst moment possible.
It's Jokic and Edwards in a shoving match. Jokic tried to take the ball from Edwards. Edwards didn't want to give it up.
Ant and Nikola got untangled quickly, which leads us to this crucial play.
Correct. Murray. Pocket pass, Jokic. Brown fouled underneath.
Instead of shooting a floater, Jokic passes to Brown in traffic and he gets fouled. For a player of his caliber, these are humongous free throws. And the pressure gets to him as he splits the pair, leaving his team behind by 1. They must foul now. Julius Randle on the other end keeps his cool and knocks down both free throws to secure a 3-point lead. So it all comes down to this. Let's see if the Joker and the Blue Arrow can create something to save their team.
You don't have to have a three. Go quick.
Murray. That's a long two. No good. Battle for the board. DiVincenzo has it. Up to Randle. 5 seconds. DiVincenzo with the exclamation point.
The Wolves pull off a shocker indeed. After a season filled with turmoil, Ant and company managed to steal one on the road. And they did it on the defensive end. Incredible work to shut down both Jokic and Murray when it mattered the most. So I was pretty confident that something like that cannot happen to my Knicks, who got up by 12 points heading into the fourth. However, Jonathan Kuminga and Onyeka Okongwu decided to ruin my night.
Knocked away by Kuminga. Alexander Walker up ahead for Kisper, who takes flight to finish in the third quarter because of that foul trouble. He'll drive, got a good screen and a runway to the rim for the slam. Vincent, bounce it, Kuminga, head at the rim. Gets it right back from Okongwu. Looking inside, all alone, Okongwu.
A barrage of dunks by the Hawks in a span of 2 minutes to cut the lead in half. Kuminga gave his new team a huge boost in the final stage.
Had so much praise for pregame, but Kuminga goes right at him and he floats it in, plus the foul. Really good minutes for Kuminga tonight with 17 off the bench, and he explodes for 2 more.
With 7 of his 19 points in the fourth on 58% efficiency, JK was essential in Atlanta's comeback, both on offense and on defense.
Brunson Step through. Oh, slotted by Kuminga.
That was a volleyball spike by Kuminga, and it gets sweeter for the Hawks on the other end.
Cross, feed, Johnson drive. Johnson, physical, a 20-9 fourth quarter in favor of the Hawks.
Johnson converted the layup for a 7-0 blitz, which pressed the panic button for Mike Brown. But even after the timeout, the Knicks looked lost.
Double comes, get it out of his hands. Anunoby on the drive. Anunoby into contact, and it ripped away by Okongwu. And then a foul going the other way on Anunoby. Goes to work, couple of crosses. McCollum to the basket, makes it home. Atlanta has the lead.
CJ gives Atlanta its first lead of the second half after trailing by as many as 14 points. New York's drought doesn't end here though, as OG Anunoby even missed his 2 free throws. They went scoreless for 4 straight minutes in the clutch. It really was painful to watch. McCollum on the other end was cooking.
28 on the night. Cross on Brunson. Get in the paint. Float it up. Float it in. CJ McCollum.
With his 30th point of the night, CJ put the Hawks up by 3 when Captain Brunson finally picked up the phone.
Brunson to tie the game. And he does.
A huge 3 to break the spell. Jalen was the sole guy scoring for the Knicks in the last 8 minutes of the final frame. That's not how you win a playoff game.
It's McCollum. Turn in the corner. Step away, Jay goes down. CJ McCollum.
Back and forth we go. Let's see if Brunson can win this one-on-one battle with CJ.
Working on Alexander Walker. The fend off. The strip by Alexander Walker. Hawks looking to run. Johnson slams it home.
Man, the clean strip by Walker on defense, and then Jalen Johnson with the exclamation point on the other end totally sucked the air out of the arena. But if anyone can dig them out of this, it's him. Captain Crunch Time.
Looking for Brunson. Catch. Shoot. Brunson. Splash. 1-point game with 7.1 left and a timeout called by Quinn Snyder.
Come on, Brunson redeems himself with another 3, but the Knicks are still trailing. And now with 7 seconds left, they gotta foul and hope for a miracle.
32 points for CJ McCollum. Missed it.
Uh-oh, McCollum missed the first and got all the pressure in the world to make the second when...
New York will take its timeout almost guaranteed here. And he missed both. Hart with the rebound. No timeout called. Get it up for Bridges. Put it up for the win. And he missed it. Atlanta comes all the way back from 14 down and ties the series.
Mikal Bridges misses the solid look to win the game at the buzzer. Damn, even the most honorable man in the league can't catch a break. Instead, the Hawks get the tiebreaker in MSG and are going home with supreme confidence. Speaking of that, Harden, Mitchell, and Mobley were ruling against the Raptors last night. Spider with 30, followed by the Beard with 28, and Mobley with 25 were too much to handle for Toronto in Game 2. They built a 16-point lead in the third and never looked back, keeping things under control till the very end. This is a warning sign for the Raptors, and if they want more success at home, Brandon Ingram must step up after dropping the ball with a combined 24 points on just 33% from the field in games 1 and 2. And speaking of that, Wemby just sent a warning to the entire league in his playoff debut, going nuclear against the Blazers. I broke down his historic performance in this video right here, so check it out and talk to you in the next one. Peace out.